Welcome to the tutorial for SuperScore Baseball. Here we can click the icon to open up the app. This is the main menu. There are three sections. We have the Teams menu on the left side, the Games menu in the middle, the Players menu on the right. You'll notice that I can swipe to access any of these menus, or I can click on the tab itself to go directly to that menu. You'll also notice that the top row, which is the only row filled at the moment, all says Add New. We got new team, new game, new player. Let's go add a new player. Here's the form to add a new player. First I must select a team, but there are no teams at the moment, so I must add one by clicking this green button here. This is the team menu to add a team. We must add the team name, so let's do Bulls. Their colors are royal blue and orange. Their manager is Andrew Barnum. Their league, we need to add a new league too because there's no leagues entered in yet. So the league that they are in is MSBL Central. I'm going to click the equal sign to put it in, and now it's in that menu. Division, there are no divisions, so we must create it. They were in the North Division. Same method applies here, and there it is in the menu. Now I can submit, and it'll go back to the player menu where I came from, and Bulls will be in there as a selection now. Now Andrew is also the player I will be adding into this team, so I will put the information I know for him. He's number 13. He bats left, throws right. Date of birth, I don't know off the top of my head, so I can leave that blank. Height, I think he's 6 foot even. I don't know his weight, so I can leave that empty as well. His preferred position, you can't see that. Preferred position there, pulls up a drop-down menu. He's a first baseman normally, so I'll put first base in. I don't know the email off the top of my head, so I'm going to just leave that blank too. And then I can click submit. And now you'll see on the teams menu here, we have the Bulls team, and I can click that and it'll show the information I entered in on that screen. I can go back and swipe over to players, and there's Andrew in the players list, and he's got this information here. His date of birth filled in with a default date of some garbage value there, and his weight says 0, so that's just the default. Now let's add another player to this list. I'm going to do Cubs Hall of Famer Ernie Banks, just passed away recently. He's on the Cubs, but we don't have the Cubs yet, so I must add the Cubs. They are blue and red. Their current manager is Joe Madden. The league, they're in the National League, so I'll put that in there. And now it's in there. They're in the Central Division. So I can put that in, and now create the Cubs, and the Cubs are in there. Ernie Banks. He was number 14. He hit right and threw right. Don't know his date of birth off the top of my head. Don't know his height or weight either. I'll just put 6 foot in there again. And most of his career he was a shortstop, so I'll put that in there. And now I can submit. And the Cubs are now in there. And Ernie Banks is in there. And again, we've got some default values that get filled in when the information is unknown by the user. And that happens a lot on the field when you get the other team's lineup card and you're lucky to get both names. Sometimes you'll get a first name or a last name and not both, and just a jersey number. So that's why some of these fields are optional, and they will fill in with default data that is, it's not that important for users for other teams' information. So we can go back. Now if we go to Andrew I preset this to have Andrew's stats in there also. So if I click the stats button, it'll show his stats from the 2014 season. And this shows all of his batting stats organized in a simple table there. So this is just useful for viewing the stats within the app. Later on there will be functionality to be able to email this data out to the player's email address or any other email address you wish to enter. So we can go back. Now I want to add a game. First I want to look at location here. There's no locations yet, so I'm going to do Wrigley Field. I don't know the exact address, but I do know it's in Chicago. I don't know the zip code either. I can submit that, and now that's there. Game date, let's just say they're going to play this Saturday at 7 o'clock. At Wrigley Field. The Cubs are the home team, the Bulls are the away team. And I can submit that, and now that'll be in there. It shows all the data in that row. Cubs versus Bulls. The time is in military time, and there's the date of February 28th. I can click that and see that the info is there. And then I can see the details about Wrigley Field if I want to, just to check. Maybe I don't know where the game is. And we have an address in there, so I can use that for directions to the game at some point. And from this screen, we'll hit the play button to enter the main scoring portion of the app, which is yet to be completed, so that will end our demo for today.